Good evening, Professor Castello. I'm here in the library to give you my presentation. Sadly, the microphone right there on the computer does not work, and I don't have a pair of headphones that I can use to record. So this is kind of my only option, but I'm gonna work with it if you're willing to work with it. So let us begin. Overall, this is my semester reflection for English 1010 and a little bit of the overlying semester for the spring 2024 semester. And this, I'm going to kind of give you a rundown on kind of how everything happened, how I kind of feel about the semester and about taking this class. Because overall, I feel like it was largely positive. I did get a lot done, don't get me wrong, but everything was very, very cramped on timing. Everything was kind of happening all at once, and that kind of left me with very little free time to set aside to do more. But things I think I did great is I actually had money. Perks of working full-time, I did have some money. I do know I passed at least most of my classes, which is 3 of them. I know for a fact I passed 3 of them, and hopefully the other 2. I got my private pilot license, and then we might have only won 1 game, but for me that was a big win. That's actually not from my check ride. I'll have that check ride picture a little bit later. And then that's actually from the game we won. It's me wearing the number 7. Kind of in depth. I did work full time. It was pretty rough, especially the first half of the semester, because I was flying, working full time, playing a sport, and trying to balance out all my classes, which led to me missing kind of a lot of small stuff like homework assignments and homework assignments and discussion boards, and that's kind of across everything. It was definitely really rough, and I kind of felt forced to kind of just push through things, and I'm definitely kind of feeling the burnout from taking English so many times. For this class, I actually feel like I grew pretty well. Definitely grew, I feel a lot more comfortable looking back and reflecting on things right now, and a lot of the work here felt more doable, and I overall did get my major assignments done on time, which is the biggest thing to me. I enjoyed the relaxed, I very much so enjoyed the relaxed environment of the class and made it very enjoyable. And overall, this is probably the most active online class I've ever had. I enjoyed that the guidelines weren't super strict, but they did give me what I need to do. They pointed me in the right direction. Combine that with really good peer feedback. That's kind of what I was getting at earlier when I said the class was super active. Something I never really had the chance to experience, I guess. Video prompts, yeah. Video prompts were very, very much so useful. I enjoyed actually kind of having those little 5-minute short lectures, and I definitely enjoyed being online for this at least. In depth, but on the other hand, I do wish there was a couple classes I've been in, especially English, that have had the textbook online. Maybe it was an experimental class, and then it seemed to be whenever something big was happening in the fall or happening, everything seemed to be due at once and there'd be nothing. But that was pretty good. But overall, I feel I did perform better in this class. However, I had the feeling I might be coming back in the fall, so I guess we'll see, coming back for a 4-peat. But I did grow as my capacity. I think actually some of these essays that I've read this semester are actually probably some of the higher quality ones I've really written out of all my English class, and I did at least somehow, with the exception of this, I guess, get them in. I do feel a lot, but that did make me feel a lot more confident in my capacity to write, and this is actually my first semester where I've actually really been able to look back and reflect on kind of my previous work and all that. But overall, yeah. But however, like I said earlier, I did miss a large amount of due dates. The first 2 projects, so the narrative and the analysis, were definitely a little bit on the rough end, just because that was in the heat of everything. It was really hard to balance things. But but that helps me find a way to get better. And that's why I'm kind of hitting at this. I do need to find a way to shed and get more free time and plan better. I really am not good at planning. Kind of taking easier classes when I know I'm struggling. And then kind of some more nitpicky points. I feel I could be slightly more thorough on my work, and one thing that really got me is I'm not efficient on time. I get it done, but very, very not efficiently. And I know I definitely, that kind of carries on to like my work ethic's definitely not the best. I very much so have a habit of, kind of saying to hell with a rough draft and just let's just get it done. I just want to get it done. So I guess kind of my final is my rough. And I know my English is my roughest style. And, I know you asked us to kind of go over genre analysis too, but I did actually choose to remove the section about Gray Zone Warfare, my updated revision, just because that was like super new. Panel and details, a 2 primary example. Trim mount, I needed information. That picture actually that's in that slide is actually like stuff that actually just came out less than a week ago because there's barely anything on it beforehand. That's kind of why I'm taking it out, really. And then as I was saying earlier, these are kind of some of the bright side of like working 40-hour weeks though, was like you get to see like working 12-hour shifts, you get to see a lot of really pretty sunrise and sunsets, so that's kind of something I do get, and that's actually something we took when flying the eclipse. And then a couple other highlight pictures that I thought I'd put in is we did celebrate the start of summer with, me and my friends did, with a with our annual couch burning, and that is actually the sole picture I have from my Czech ride. I called it the Judgment Day picture. But yeah, that's it. Thank you. Thank you for listening to this.